Welcome back to Happy Life Results Book Group.
Hey.
We're doing a section called Number 3, Do This, and it's right after...
And it's in Stacy's voice, do this. It's not in the do this, it's a
Yeah.
do this.
Yes! Hey guys, guess what? Let's do this! Fun idea prompts. Yeah, one feedback. One person gave us feedback and said the do this sections are a little heavy.
We didn't ask, I guess we didn't really find out what they meant by heavy. Did they mean like heavy, like awesome, like this is heavy? Or did they mean heavy like...
Yeah, I think maybe it depends on what voice you read it in.
Yeah, okay, so read it in your voice.
I will read it in my voice. I'm happy to. All right.
I'm happy too.
Wait. Okay, it's okay. Don't wait. Number 1, record your number 1 breakthrough for this concept. Put in as much detail as you can and then compact it into the most concise representation of this breakthrough as possible. Ideally 3 words or less. Don't skip this step. This is where you escape the forgetting curve. And if you haven't made a breakthrough yet, now is the time to do it.
2, using that breakthrough phrase, identify one recurring action or trigger that you will use to refresh this breakthrough for the next 24 hours. This is hero work. Example, think of the breakthrough reminder every time you pass through a doorway, every time you stand up, every time you check your smartphone, etc.
Note, if you aren't already feeling energized or excited about doing this, review the guidebook to see what you can do to get there. Feeling excited about this is important.
Do this!
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so help us understand what,
yeah,
what
so
you're asking
this
us
one
to do.
has been typically confusing to people because it's a very different approach than the typical change your life, change your mindset instructions. The reason why it's so different is because people will say, what do you want to change in your life? And that change will make you happy. And I'm saying you can bring that energized, happy feeling to the thing, and then you use the thing to determine how successful you are at applying these principles and concepts. So it's a different, it's like flipping the measuring stick.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
That makes sense. And how does that, so then what are you saying in this
Yes, okay,
assignment?
specifically.
Yeah.
So record your number 1 breakthrough for this concept and then put it in as much detail as you can. So this concept about the lens, you've had the chance to write your guidebook about it, then have your guide teach you hero, and then you have all of these hero pointers that have helped you, and then we've talked about the lens and like gave them the example of the movie screen and the zoom lens. So all of this together, try to see what would be your number 1 breakthrough.
Okay.
So what is your breakthrough? And then describe it, and then narrow it down to 3 words, because what that does is it makes it so that you have to take a big picture with lots of details and moving parts, and then distill it into a very simple, memorable phrase, or just 3 descriptive words, however you prefer to do it.
Okay.
3 words, and then what this does also is it helps you not forget your breakthrough.
Because I had to search through all the things that are new, and decide what are breakthroughs and what is my top 1.
Yeah.
So that whole process of sifting and sorting and examining is helping me remember the things that I've learned.
And when you remember it, that means you can draw on that information throughout the day instead of only when it's right in front of you.
Because studies show that typically after a few days, you only retain 4% of new material. That's a typical retention rate. Okay. So we don't want you to just get 4% of this.
No.
We want you to get everything.
Everything
that you want to get for the new results you want. So
yes.
Stacy's giving us
okay, so you've got your breakthrough.
Okay, I've
you
sifted
got it.
through. I'm like, okay.
It's 3 words or less. It's really clear. Now
3 words or less. You said that too. Okay, all right. 3 words or less. Breakthrough. Oh, just to help me remember it.
Yeah.
Like maybe the breakthrough was more than that.
Yeah.
But I just want to narrow it down to 3 words to help me remember the breakthrough. Okay, I got that.
Yep.
Now
and
what?
then using that breakthrough phrase, the 3 words, then identify one reoccurring action or trigger that you'll use to refresh your mind about this. So like walking through a doorway, picking up your cell phone, something that you do all day. Like if you drive a lot, every time you hit a stoplight, if you...
And I'm just kind of like, as I go through the door or whatever it is, I just kind of, so say say my 3 words were, it's a zoom lens. Is that, it's a zoom lens. If it was zoom lens, 3 words or less. Okay, so if I was like, okay, zoom lens, every time I would go through the doorway, I'd think zoom lens. Oh yeah, there's zoom lens.
I had a client where we came up together with putting a dot of permanent marker on her thumb, like right on her hand. So whenever she went to wash her hands, it was funny because originally it was whenever she washed her hands, because she's an educator, so she washes her hands all day long. And but that was too much on autopilot. It was just,
you don't think about it.
Yeah, and doorways can be that way too, unless you cement it first.
Oh yeah, yes, I remember you said when. It's not in here in the instructions, so here's a little bonus instruction. When you identify that one recurring action, and don't forget your story, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, I got it.
Practice a few times what it is, doing it, so that you can say, oh yeah, I'm going to do this, because if you don't, you forget, right?
So what you could do is you could walk through your entire house one time and say, oh, doorway, okay, think of my 3 words. Doorway, think of my 3 words. Like you're priming yourself to remember to do it later. But she thought she could do it with washing hands because she did it so often, but it wasn't working, so she put a little dot of a permanent marker, just a dot on her hand.
So she's like,
why won't that wash off? Oh yeah.
Yes.
So you could like,
oh cool.
Yeah,
that's a fun one.
Yeah. So some people put stickers, like sticker on your monitor, sticker on your fridge, sticky notes, things like that.
Oh, you're trying to help it stick.
Yeah, sticky. Make it sticky. All right, so then think of it every time, and then if this sounds overwhelming or if this sounds like a lot of work or something like that, then examine your lens about it.
Oh, that's a great, this is like the perfect chance. Oh, this feels overwhelming. Oh, what do I believe? How do I view this?
Yes.
Let's look at it.
Yes. Do I view it as a threat coming at me, so then I want to avoid it? Do I view it with my instinctive response that says I need to feel bad to get the change? Like I want to be a different person. I'm going to feel bad about what kind
Who
of
I am
person.
now.
Yes.
And then I'm going to bully myself into making the change.
Yeah, that's the traditional system, and it's prevalent, very, very prevalent. All right, so feeling excited about this is important.
And that's the part you were telling us just a second ago about switching it backwards, right?
Yeah.
That's what you meant. The feeling excited about this is a part of the method.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. I got it.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
Okay, see ya.